Hey everybody, Dave Nasty here at Epic Guitar Instruction. How you doing? We're going to learn a really cool song today by Jeff Beck off of an old record called Blow by Blow. This is a song called 'Cause We've Ended as Lovers. It's a really good, dynamic, and fun thing to play on any guitar that you may have around the house. Let's take a look. Let's learn this sucker. This is going to be fun. So we're going to dive into the melody here. A lot of single note play. We'll have some diagrams and things that I can give you some aid to along the way, but we're going to just start off initially with something that's kind of cool where we do a volume swell, and I've seen this done a few different ways. The way that I like to execute it is I'm going to play up here on the 13th fret second string, and I'm going to turn my volume off. And if you've never done any of these, what we could do is we could just hit the guitar. You want to find that point on your guitar where you're going to have that really kick in, because what he does is he bends and then he lets it fall. So you want to have like a point of attack where you're not waiting too long for the volume to kick in, you know. That kind of sound. Kind of like a little whiny cat in the background is what you're thinking. But as I bend all the way up, that's really what's going on, is those keyboards are kind of kicking in right there. And I don't have too much going on my sound more than just trying to push really hard on the string. So that's going to kick you off into the tune. Don't need to break that down too much. As we go from the beginning here, let me play this for you. So it's all about tone. And I think what we're going to talk about to get some of this achieved here is we're going to rake into... Now when I rake, I'm going to bar with my first finger, or maybe even my middle in this case. And as I go down, I'm striking that 10th fret high E string. Moving over here to the 3rd string 7th fret. Now we know with Jeff Beck, it's a fingered approach. And if I'm plucking, maybe we'll just do that for the rest of the song for the sake of it at times. But, you know, you're going to want to claw more than anything else. I think that's going to give you a nice little bit of pop. We know that Jeff Beck's style is very indicative of like tremolo work and muting and doing all these things at the same time. Didn't choose one of those jams because this will be much easier to go through if we do it like this. Now on that note, notice I pull off onto the 5th fret before I hit it again. We'll talk about vibrato in a minute, but then we're going to slide now. Now it's a big jump. We're going from the 4th fret, or our F sharp note, up to the 6th fret on the 4th string. Coming over to hit the high E string on the 6th fret, going down to the 4th fret. So that's... We're going to hit D sharp. Now we could bend up, the whole step back, or those are the little dynamics that we're putting together with this. So we have now the next little part is I'm going to again start from the 4th string, limited in delivery. I'm going to go, that's 3rd fret, right to the 3rd fret there. That's the 4th string to the high E string. Pulling down on the 5th fret 4th string. That's my little melody. That's going to be 5 to 6, 4 to 7, or 4 to 5 on the fibber. 5 to 6. Now let's talk about what you get when you use your fingers a little bit. It's different in that sense. I think when we do vibrato, I do this with my students a lot, this song particularly, because you have to have really round vibrato and long notes. You want your notes to be as long as possible until the next one happens. If you choke off your notes, it'll sound a little weird and you'll be like, man, it don't sound right, but I'm playing the same thing. We don't want that to happen because it's really easy for that to happen. Like, example. Not really there so much. You want to really just put as much of what you have into it, and that's kind of the practice of this one. I gotta say too, there's good jam tracks for this, because this must have been put on a video game or something, and you can find them online. Now, that's going to be your main melody. Let's just move right along to the next section, working out of the A pentatonic scale. And I'm going to take this time to talk about scale stuff, because you're seeing me move around the fretboard in single note fashion. In the link below in the text box, there's going to be a really cool way to get to some new information that's totally free. It's going to cover scales, and it's got a video and a coinciding ebook, things you wouldn't normally find. But you get them free here at Epic Guitar Instruction. All you got to do is just click on the link. And it's good to have side by side. As you hear me talk about what's coming up next, you're going to be familiar with the terminology and or positions that we cover as we go through the song. It's a good, helpful guide. So the next melody starts out of the A pentatonic scale. And it has some other scale work in there. I'm going to start by hammering quickly from the 4th string. I'm going to hit, that's of course 5 to 7, hitting the 3rd string. Coming back to the 4th string, vibrato on the 3rd string, 7th fret, sliding up to 9, hit 7. Oops. One of my favorite things, going to the flat note there. Notice that is 5 to 3. Work on that bend there. We're going to go up here to the high side. Same lick in a high octave. Let's learn something cool really quick. Let's go along with that book. Pentatonic scaling against minor bar chords works the same way. If I put my 3rd finger on the root, get the same stuff. On the guitar, when we go from the 3rd string to the 2nd string, we have to accommodate going up a fret. Is the same as this. We win. Everything just repeats up there. So we have and that's going to cover you for your melody. Let me play this a little bit. We're going to bring in a bit of the dynamic with the tremolo bar. So we have stuff you can try to mess around with. Real subtle with it though. You can play around with kind of the effects of some of these things and just get comfortable with the sounds that people make. Now when the solo section kicks off, it actually goes into C pentatonic. So again, using the guide from that link below, you could play out of this position. Now, what we get from this is a really cool melody that's fun to play on the guitar by an iconic guitar player, and something that you can get lost in, and it's some pretty playing, and it's not a lot of work to do. But it'll put good focus on your vibrato. The way we can attack our notes, sometimes we might want to pluck them, right? And try different ways of getting these things to happen. So what I would like you to do is please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment. I think this is a nice little video for us here right now, just to be able to go through quick and easy. It's Jeff Beck. It's awesome. Epic Guitar Instruction. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. let's not use that one.
Don't,
but for an
don't put that
outtake,
in.
use that for an outtake, Mr. Top. That's what you use.
That even got Miles upset.
That even got Miles.
Hold
That's so
on,
funny because it just came in.
He's upset.
That just came in so horribly. All those years of practice really paid off.
It's all right. You get a mulligan, Dave Nasty.
That's a serious. That's a. If I ever heard one. Okay. Try again.